having dinner at this amazing restaurant called Bloody Mary's in Bora Bora. And out front, they have a sign with all the celebrities that have eaten here. And I come out, and they added my name to the wall. Right under Snoop Dogg was here last week. Oh my God, who needs a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame when you got your name on the wall at Bloody Mary's in Bora Bora?
So Dylan Mulvaney's at it again. He's showing off his wealth because he says he's a girl, and one of his supporters is not happy about it. I just love Dylan. I love talking about him because he swears up and down that he's a girl. He feels like a girl. He always wanted to be the girl. And of course, all the Hollywood elite jump on board with him. He's had dinners with Kris Jenner, with the Hilton, Paris Hilton's mother, all these celebrities because he thinks he's important, and they jump on board that bullshit bandwagon. But now he's out flaunting his trip to Bora Bora because after all, he has nothing else to do. He walks around dressed like a girl, says he's a girl. Joe Biden applauds it and invites him to the White House. And everybody's always okay with it. But one of his supporters, one of his left-leaning, bleeding heart supporters, who happens to be apparently a native of this country, she's not happy, and she kind of lets us know in her TikTok videos how she feels about it. So I'm going to play another clip of Dylan, and it's a little... Don't cringe, because I did when I saw it, so try not to cringe. But watch it and listen to the bleeding heart who loves Dylan but can't understand why he gets to go to Bora Bora and she doesn't. Have a look.
So I booked this like 2 days ago, and one of my dreams is to feed fish through a coffee table. Would you like to join me? Okay. So here's... I don't know if this is a coffee table or not, but you lift it up, and then there's a coral reef right here by the bed. It's the bed. Okay, I'm just gonna prop it up, and then look, I got a baguette. Okay, there it goes. Here, fishy, fishy. How cool is this? Oh my God! I hope fish come at some point. I only have this room for one night because it's sold out otherwise. Okay. Well, moving on. Doesn't the water look like blue Gatorade? Tastes like it too. Watch me do a handstand. Watch me do a handstand. Ready? How was it? Be honest, was I straight?
Fuck. I am very glad that you're getting your Eat, Pray, Love moment in my home that I have never gone to, that I am struggling to get to, that I don't know if I will be able to get to in my lifetime. Bora Bora, if you didn't know, is part of the part of what is known as French Polynesia. I am so tired. I'm so tired. I can't even say anything because I'm just fucking tired. You booked it 2 days ago. Why do you get to book a trip to my home spontaneously 2 days in advance? And I'm out here and I've been planning it, and I'm still planning it 1.5 years in advance, and I still don't know if I'm going to be able to get to go to my home. I am so tired. I just want to get home.
So before I talk about the supporter, I have to laugh a little bit about Dylan, because he says that he's always dreamed about feeding fish through a coffee table. Who dreams about feeding fish through a coffee table, and who knew that was even a thing? Okay, but this she says he's always dreamed about it, so he's trying to do it, and he's feeding the fish a baguette, but there's no fish. And he's upset because he only has that room for one night because it's so booked. Well, I'd like to know, for one, how much that vacation cost. Would I want to go there? Not really, but it does look beautiful to me. And then he takes us down. He's going to go for a swim, and we have to see him in the bathing suit. And I did cringe a little bit. To see a dude wearing a girl's bathing suit is a little upsetting to me. And because I know he's not a girl, just like he does, but he wears women's clothes and women's bathing suits. Then he goes in the water. He says, it looks like blue Gatorade, and then takes a sip and says, it tastes like it too. It's my opinion that Dylan has a severe mental illness that needs to be looked at, because this person is not normal. The flamboyancy of him is ridiculous. We know he's gay, and I talked about this in another episode, where men just can't say they're gay anymore. They got to all of a sudden say they're a woman because they've always felt that way. And this one's making all kinds of money off of it. But what are we doing here? What are we doing? That people are paying this person enormous amounts of money to walk around saying that he's a woman. What are we doing? Ulta Beauty, he's a spokesperson for them. He has another video. He talks about female hygiene, tampons, pads, and he carries them around in his purse. For what reason? I have no idea, other than he has a mental illness. But he continues to do it. He continues to be a celebrity in those circles, which is fine by me because I know he's a dude. But this TikTok supporter of his is very upset because apparently she's a native of the Polynesian Islands, or Bora Bora, and she struggles because she wants to go visit her native country, and she can't because she's just an average person, either in school or working a job, and she can't afford to pay for a trip like that because apparently Bora Bora is now a tourist attraction for the rich and famous. And if you watched that video, you saw some of the comments. They were on the left of the TikToker's video, and one of them said that due to colonization, it's hard for native people to travel to their home countries. They're priced out, flights are too high, and it's only for the rich and famous. Which, okay, because Dylan had his name put on the wall of all the celebrities who've been there, right under Snoop Dogg. Okay, no one cares about Snoop Dogg either. Although I like Snoop Dogg, but I really don't care about him. Basically what they're saying is the white man is to blame. The ones who say that neo-colonist mindset rooted in white saviorism is the reason why the average person can no longer travel to places like that, because white rich people are to blame. Well, Snoop Dogg's name was on that wall. He's not white, so that's bullshit. But then the indigenous people also ask that you stay away. And if they ask you to stay away, you better stay away. Well, someone's got to go there. If these people can't afford to go visit their home country, then why do they got to stay away? But this is just another example of a person who, and apparently this Dylan was a singer, a dancer, was talented, and I'm not doubting that, but I don't know that to be true. But apparently he was bored with himself, so he went off on his journey to be a woman, and he started it from day one to whatever day it is now. And all the left bleeding hearts jumped on board with it. He started getting endorsement deals. Celebrities were real, so-called celebrities. Kris Jenner, give me a break. But they started reaching out. They're making videos with him. They're having him for dinner. They're going. This is absolutely ridiculous. So what Dylan is doing, and I want to guess that all these supporters of his, when he came out on TikTok as a woman, I'm wondering, did they donate money to his cause? Did he have a PayPal or a Venmo? Did they send him money to help him through whatever? I think that's true. I think they did. And this TikToker is probably one of them. But now she's beside herself because her beloved Dylan is basically looking at all his supporters who were just average people saying, look at me. I'm doing this and you can't. And you people paid for it. Because that's what it is. It's a group of people who, and I've said this so many times and I'm sorry, but I have to keep saying it. They're bored with their lives. These men who claim they are women are nothing but gay men. And either they're embarrassed to say they're gay, or they don't want to embarrass their family. So they come up with this idea, because it's all over the place, that I'm going to say I'm a woman. And that's what Dylan did. Dylan was a gay man. He still is a gay man who claims he's a woman. And everybody buys into it. Everybody applauds him. Oh, look at you. It's absolute nonsense. Dylan, you'll never be a woman. You were on a podcast with another trans person, the Alta podcast, and you said you want to have a child someday because you know you can. Yeah, you can if you adopt one, because you'll never give birth to a child. And you know that, even though, again, in my opinion, you're mentally ill, but you know you'll never give birth to a child. And if you believe you can, and you have all your supporters believing you can, and all the politicians in Washington who fight for your cause and believe that you can give birth to a child, you all need to go have mental health counseling, because it's never going to happen. Everybody talked about Tony Fauci, follow the science. Tony told us to follow the science with COVID. But apparently all these people who believe men can have babies, nobody's following the science. Nobody's going back and looking in their biology books from high school, letting you know that it's not possible for a man to give birth to a woman. You can have all the surgeries you want. You can have your penis chopped off. You can get breast implants. You can have yourself, let a doctor make you a little vagina if that makes you happy. But you'll never, at least not in my lifetime, you'll never give birth to a child. So you can continue on your happy path, bullshitting people along the way, telling them that you believe you're a girl and a woman and you use feminine hygiene products and you're doing all this and that. You can continue on your path and enjoy it, because the people with brains in their head know that it's bullshit, and they know you're just doing it for attention and money, and it's working. You were one of the few that succeeded in becoming famous because you decided you were bored with your life. You didn't want to come out as gay, so you said you were a woman. And that's all this is. So you basically let down all your bleeding hot supporters. I'm sure there's a lot more than just that one in the video. You're flaunting your wealth now, and you're basically telling your supporters, fuck you, look at me, I can do this, you can't. And you suckers supported it all. And that's what this is. It's nothing but a scam. It's a ploy. It's a way for someone to make money. And I'm pretty sure there'll be a lot more of Dylan coming around, other people like Dylan who are going to try to jump on this bandwagon. We see it all the time. And maybe they'll be as lucky as Dylan, and maybe they won't. But there's one thing that they'll never be. they'll never be a woman, and they'll never be able to give birth to a baby. They'll always just be a gay man because that's what they are. And for some reason, they just can't come out and say that they're gay. They have to cover it up and start with the makeup and the women's clothes and the hair and the shoes and all this bullshit, because that's all they're doing is covering up who they really are, because for some reason they're embarrassed, when really in reality, my favorite saying, no one gives a shit. And that's it. Thanks for tuning in. If you haven't liked this video, please hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell, share these videos with people. You know I appreciate it. And get them out there. I know it's all over the place, but I like my voice being heard. I'm always going to do this because I believe in it. I believe in talking about this nonsense because people need to wake up and stop supporting this crap, because that's all it is crap. I hope everybody's healthy and safe, and I'll see you real soon with something else. Have a great night.